Not sure it's going to happen. Jeffers now going at the top of this climb, though, for the KOM. He's the one that needs to win, well, at least take 4th place. And it looks like Cameron Jeffers is extremely calm. Moses, perhaps on the back foot, looking for a little bit of a rest.
But of course, Cam Jeffers still cannot rest on his laurels. He cannot relax. He needs to stay
going to beat Jeffers with a very early power-up. 18 watts per kilogram from Jeffers. Everything he's got. Moses is looking to respond, but Jeffers has the gap. Can it be closed down? 1,139 watts from Jeffers. He's trying to hold on. Cam Jeffers, I think, just won a national championship.
With that long attack, rode with such style, such verve, and there he is, dripping with sweat, draped over his handlebars, the fatigue writ large on his face, disappointment on the face of Moses. But we have the first ever eSports national champion. Cameron Jeffers will be in red, white and blue for the next 12 months.
What an amazing effort, and a calm effort though at the same time. Very cool poker face, played it right, put the chips on the table at the right time, and took the all in.
It was like Liam Gallagher on a bike.
Alright, today's the day. It's race day. Zwift E-National Finals. We're in London. We're at, well, we're heading to the BT Studios. We're going to drive there. It's about a 10-minute drive from where we're staying. And yeah, today's the day, man. We're heading there now. We've got a weigh-in. The weigh-in is at 12 o'clock, and I'm slightly nervous for it because, you know, I've had a decent breakfast, obviously, leading up to this event. I don't want to go in without eating any food, like trying to be as light as possible. So, no doubt, I'm going to be heavier than like my normal Zwift weight, which is fine because, you know, it's not a first thing, it's not an early morning weigh-in, it's a midday weigh-in. So I think, oh, hey, George Pin, there's your winner today. You should get him on the vlog. So yeah, we're headed for the weigh-in now. See you there.
What, from downstairs?
According to Zwift, Monica's my helper today, so
I'm helping.
you're helping. What's your predictions? How much overweight am I going to be?
Looking at the glass on
Go on,
weight this morning.
Guess what weight I'm going to be.
What are you normally? 72?
Like 72, just over, like 72.5.
I reckon 74. Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Cam.
I've got a question.
Can I ask a question before?
Go on.
You know when you vlog
Yeah.
and you're talking to someone,
Yeah?
do you want them to look at the camera or do you want them to look at you?
Look at me.
So I put the camera over there and
I just follow it. I'm just so
my mind's telling me no.
I'm just so in tune with the camera lens that I just follow it everywhere.
Not even moving his head, what a pro.
What am I actually doing here?
Yeah.
Pretty much I've come as your support.
Okay.
That's it. I was intending on making content, but
Do you fancy racing for me?
I would absolutely love to race. I'm slightly gutted that I didn't actually. Well, there was no way I was going to qualify for it, was I? But if I'd have qualified, I'd be buzzing now to be racing this.
How do you think it's going to go today?
I think you're going to do better than you think you're going to do.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I think a genuine podium stroke national jersey is potential. But like I've said before, any one of those 10 riders can win it.
Yeah.
It makes absolutely, you know.
Do you think power ups are going to come into play today?
Not until the end. I don't think so here in this race.
No.
But I think at the scratch race, yeah, definitely.
I'm showing up on the start line.
And how are you feeling?
Ill.
What, really?
Can't race.
Sure.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I feel fit. I feel healthy. I feel up for it.
Are you taking this any differently?
What I don't like is the first race, is the elimination race, and you have a light above your head, and then when you go out, the light just goes out. How patronising is that?
Well, don't lose then.
I know, don't lose.
That's the key to that. How different are you taking this to a normal race?
The same. So this is what I like. My thought process coming into it. I know some of the guys here today didn't eat breakfast, so they were as light as possible for the weigh-in, which is at midday. I thought about doing that. Then I thought that it'd be much more beneficial to eat well, have a breakfast, sort of be fueled and hydrated, and then if you're a kilo heavier, then it doesn't matter because you're going to benefit more than if you hadn't have eaten breakfast. So
yeah, especially when you're racing at 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you've got to go all the way till 8 o'clock and have that same amount of energy.
Yeah, so if you're skipping breakfast, I mean, some of the guys did, and I'm sure we'll see later on how they fared from doing that. But yeah, I came in, I was half a kilo heavier than my Zwift weight, so I had to put my weight up by a kilo, but I think most people had that had eaten breakfast, so first race coming up now.
How are you feeling?
I'm not nervous, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to be on TV, I'm excited to be on a live stream. Got my name tag.
Hey Cam, right?
But I don't like people calling me Cam.
Cameron.
It's Cameron, it's my full name.
Alright.
Cameron.
Monica, tell everybody what you just said.
I don't mind you calling me Mon, like people who know me calling me Mon, but when
I
people...
can't put that in the vlog.
Why?
Because the vlog thinks they know you.
Yeah, well, I don't mind it, to be fair. I think I'd be a bit creeped out if people called me Monica.
Called you Monica?
Yeah.
That's your name now?
Yeah, but everybody calls me Mon now.
Cameron Jeffers coming through in the black kit there for Wahoo CH, and it looks like Jeffers can take the sprint, but on the back, Kim Little, very motivated to stay in this, but Moses and Bibby now breaking away in the 2 Madison Genesis boys, but Cameron Jeffers every lap has had this last second sprint to try and take it down. It looks like he's going to be the first one across the line. Looking at the watts per kilogram at this point, 1-0. They're literally just looking at each other. You do it. You do it. No, I'm not taking on this down the front of the pack. This could be a moment here in a second there where, oh, and now Jeffers here for a moment, maybe just a little bit of a let go there of the pack. He's going to have to kick. Phillips is going to try and take advantage of that here now, as it looks like Jeffers is going to be able to come back, but he might suffer for that. You know, with the amount of speed he's carrying, it might be smart just to go right on by, and that's exactly what he does. He takes advantage of a circumstance that just happened to nip him there for a second, but now he comes right on through, and he takes lemons and makes lemonade. Look at this, actually flying off the front, 2 seconds. I don't think he's going to be caught, and we've seen him try and take it at the line each lap before, but this time it looks like he's got a 5-second gap. Cameron Jeffers showing us he's got the power to walk away, it looks like, but now with only 5.9 watts per kilogram, can he close it down? But Bibby's been caught out from that attack from Jeffers, and Bibby cannot close this down.
Yeah, what a great start for Madison Genesis and Tom Moses. Fantastic riding, and yeah, his attack from the previous elimination held off. Cameron Jeffers couldn't respond, he had no response, and he's just going to roll in now to the finish. You can see here.
You know, I think Cameron Jeffers is kind of happy with that, though. That could have been a, horrible circumstance actually what happened, and he actually made a great effort for second place there, even though he had been dropped off for a moment there.
What I wanted to say was I was watching the stream, and literally everyone was behind you.
Really? On the chat?
In the live with.
8 out of 10 were behind you, and
Were they?
2 were behind Ed.
Legends.
So
shout out to everyone who's in the chat.
Yeah, Mon.
Yeah, just Mon and Chris.
So what's coming up next?
Next is the points race, which is going to be basically the same race, but I think it's going to be more tactical because people aren't going to be eliminated every lap. So I don't know, maybe people are going to, because there's double points on the last lap, so whether people are going to go easy, like maybe miss a sprint to be more powerful for the next one, I don't know. So I think more tactics are going to come into play for the next race. Yeah, hopefully more of the same, because that sort of effort suits me. Yeah. Like the sprint, recover, sprint, recover, sprint, recover.
Oosh.
All back together now. Cameron Jeffers up there at the front with George Pym next to him.
We are seeing the HSBC UK point race now. Unfamiliar, if you're holding over 5 watts per kilogram, 5.5 watts per kilogram for 20 minutes, that's a pro type effort actually. So 6.0 is very difficult.
Laverack increasing his lead, already 12 seconds gap. I mean, this is...
Dempster now 5.2 watts per kilogram at the front here. We're into the final few meters, as it is going to be Bibby now kicking again, even after an attack. Maybe we're wrong. How much power does this man have? And it's going to be Bibby leading out. Moses coming through, the winner of the elimination race. Can he win this one as well in this final sprint? Jeffers comes right on through. Maybe that's what Laverack was doing his effort for, was for Cameron Jeffers, as it looks like Jeffers might take the double points, and Jeffers does it across the line. Moses was second, it looks like there from the images. I believe it was Pym. Dempster perhaps, an amazing job from Jeffers, and that's what Laverack was doing. Laverack went to the front, shut down Madison Genesis, and set up Cam Jeffers. I mean, perfect there. Teamwork from the Wahoo CH team.
Cam, second race is over.
Yeah, second race.
Point race. Do you want to tell us how you got on?
Yeah.
Tell us what your expectations going into it.
My expectations, I don't really know, because Madison have got 4 guys here, so there's me and Ed from Wahoo, and it's kind of 2 against 4. Mm-hmm. So I kind of expected them to bring it to me. I was obviously second in the first one after Tom got first, and I think that's kind of what happened. My plan wasn't to sort of exert every watt in the first few sprints and go as hard as I could. I just wanted to score points, so I needed to be top 4. I think I got second or third twice out of 3 laps. And then final lap, it was just a case of just going for the win. Bibby attacked on the last, Ed attacked 2 to go, which kind of allowed me to sit in and not do any of the work or any of the riding. And then as Ed come back in, Bibby attacked. And then I think Bibby was about 4th after the first round, so he's got some points on the table, so I knew it was sort of down to me. Ed was gassed after his effort, so I had to bring him back on my own. And then, we did that, and just basically an uphill sprint, had a feather, used it 200 to go, and just come round them. I think it was between me, Bibby, and Tom Moses.
Yeah. So
I just managed to come round them. If it was 50 metres shorter, then I think Bibby would have won, but I think first. So second in the first race, first in the second race, that leads us first overall.
So you've gone from unknown rider to...
Well, now everyone who thinks I'm on a dodgy trainer and cheats on Zwift knows that, unless I'm cheating here.
Well, you are a Wahoo rider.
I am a Wahoo rider. I've paid Wahoo off to give me a few extra watts.
No,
I think I know. Well, I'm first overall now. I think I've got 42 points, and apparently second place has got 35. So I've got a 7 point advantage. But I think between first and second place in the last race, it's 5 points per place. So it's just all still to play for. I think the primary objective for the final race is to stick to Tom's wheel.
The aim of any race is to win it with the least amount of energy ever expended.
You're such a sprinter, it's not even funny.
It's true.
But no, I think what we're trying to say is I'm in the lead right now, but you can easily lose it in one race. So we've got one more race to go.
That. Don't let that ego out of that bag.
I'm trying to cool down properly. I'm going to eat some food, recover.
You got 13 points.
I don't know. I'm just going to try and win it.
Well, that's the best thing to do. Yeah.
Oh, now he's suddenly changed his tune.
No, I'm saying that's the best thing to do.
Never chase the first attack.
I think it's going to be tactical either way. It's going to come down to tactical astuteness.
All I'm saying is, if you see Mouldy and Bibby and Pim just driving and smashing it at the front, then
let them do it.
Let them do it.
Yeah.
That's what you've got to do.
Stay tuned for race number 3.
because he follows it and he dies.
We have an attack though here. John Bolt, Pim, Little following it up. Crazy to see. Madison Genesis now are doing what we said.
This is what they're trying to do. Mould goes on the offensive. Pim as well, 2 very strong. And Kim Little in the mix as well from the Zwift All-Stars. But straight over the top is Mould pursuing with this effort. Look at the power here, 10.8 watts per kilogram. This power is off the charts. Still a long way to go. Still 12.5 kilometers of this first circuit to go. This is the cobbled section. There's only so many attacks that Cameron Jeffers can neutralise. He's going to rely on the other riders as well. And there's a big move here. Dempster is going clear with Ian Bibby. Bibby on the attack. Jeffers has got to neutralise this. You can just see Jeffers looking remarkably composed. That is a man in very, very good form indeed. Moses goes straight over the top. George Pim now goes. Bibby again close behind. Laverack now in the mix as well. Random the power-ups they get as we look at Jeffers looking across. Almost nonchalant. Looks so relaxed. Jeffers midway through the pack. Pim goes over the top in first place, opens up a little bit of a lead here. Tom Moses not too far behind, but Jeffers takes the KOM points just over the top there.
Maybe what they're reserving for, but Ian Bibby here maybe putting a little bit of a wrench into all that.
There we go.
No, a serious wrench. 11 watts per kilogram. He's going almost 1,000 watts, I believe. Bibby with a 2-second gap immediately, and that's how you get a gap in Zwift. You can't roll on the front with 6 watts per kilogram. You got to put a full-on attack, sprint off the front, get those riders off of your wheel. No draft for them, and now we see a bridge trying to happen as well. Laverack followed, but it won't matter for Jeffers that Laverack followed and held onto that wheel because he's got to close the gap now because Ian Bibby went so incredibly hard off the front.
Well, it looks like it has all come back together very, very quickly indeed. Moses now goes. Remember, Moses is the rider with all TN. Here's the rider in second position going very, very long. 8.3 watts a kilo. Big attack from Moses.
Yeah, Tom Moses, that was actually planned perfectly by Madison Genesis. It was the 1-2 punch. We saw Bibby go. Then as soon as he was caught, Tom Moses just goes right on by the whole pack. The reason being is everybody else is put on the back foot. Their heart rates are high. They're looking for a rest, and Tom Moses counters. Looks like he's calming it down, though, as Canyon ZCC shut that down with Stevie Young.
classic action as Pim now goes over the tack. We knew there'd be hammer blows. The repeated attacks are the only way they're going to try and upseat Jeffers. Great to see. Wonderful to see them on the offensive. This is going to be a thrilling finale. Pim now 3 seconds clear.
Yeah, and here, this may be a tactic where they see Moses try and get across here. At some point, he's got to do so if they're looking for the national championship, or they let Pim just go and say, look, at least grab that podium. We'll have to see how it plays out if Moses just says, I just don't got anything left in the tank. Laverack, though, following it up immediately. 8 watts per kilogram coming from Laverack, closing it down for Wahoo CH on this little bit of a grinder before they hit that sprint point and over the Julian Washington Bridge. Look how it's spread out, though. What is that telling us about the riders right now as that elastic starts to snap?
It's also telling me that they are gasping for breath and there's lactic acid soaring through their muscles on the limits. Laverack trying to close that gap. A good move here by George Pim, but he has been joined by Laverack. Now we have a 2-second gap next to Dempster and Bibby, but Jeffers still looking okay, still in the mix, still a fair distance to go, but things now are really hotting up. Will we see another attack go straight over the top? Fascinating stuff, but Jeffers looking good, even gives his eyebrows a bit of a wipe. What panache from Cam Jeffers. Is he the champion-elect, or are we going to see a real twist in this remarkable story?
Now we see a feather power-up coming from Dempster. Dempster is using that to try and get away at this 9-10% gradient, the smartest place to use that feather power-up, lowering his weight at the steepest gradient of the climb. Not sure he's going to get away, though. Jeffers there immediately marks. Last lap we saw Laverack was the one that was following, coming from the Wahoo CH team, but no, it's going to be Jeffers now, who knows he can't let Dempster go.
Well, Dempster rolls over the top, opens up a little bit more of a gap, but it's straight over the top using another power-up. Is Tom Moses with a featherweight power-up just over the crest, maybe used it a little bit late there. Jeffers is having to chase this one down.
This might be it. Oh my goodness, now Jeffers goes with Moses. It's the head-to-head in the situation, though. This may be the move, but Moses, he has to get away. Has Jeffers been broke? That's going to be the question. That attack over the top there really opened up a gap, but Jeffers was able to close it. 4th or better, the pressure is on Cam Jeffers now at this point, but he looks like a man calm under pressure. But still, 4th or better amongst some of the best Zwifters that we've ever seen there. So quick, it's a crazy sprint, but we saw him do it, and we saw him do it in the last race, perfectly timed for those 10 points in that final kick for the double points in the sprint point competition. So can he do it again? Here we go as we roll across the line, across the left-hand turn in just a moment. Here will be a right-hand bend then. It's probably going to open up Madison Genesis and just try and hold on to the finish line and allow Tom Moses to get the best place we possibly can. Here we go. We've got the drafting power coming from one of the riders, but no, it's going to be Jeffers with a very early power-up. 18 watts per kilogram from Jeffers. Everything he's got. Moses is looking to respond, but Jeffers has the gap. Can it be closed out? 1,139 watts to Jeffers. He's trying to hold on. But Cam Jeffers, I think, just won a national championship.
We are heroes tonight.
If you need clothes or if you're ready to go, we can go. I think so, yeah. All right, okay. You go out, so let the seat
Is this the moment of truth, Cam?
The moment of truth?
Yeah.
What, getting dope tested?
Yeah.
Hey, this is my first time I've been dope tested.
Is it?
Yeah, ever.
Oh, right.
So
that shows you're on the ladder of success then.
That's it, yeah.
We don't test your losers.
And it was at a virtual race. How much that? Cheers.
Real quick, Cam, before you go in and do what you need to do, how do you feel?
Happy, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, isn't it?
First national jersey.
Got a national jersey.
You got one before I did.
A stripy jumper.
Yeah,
but you rode in the Commonwealth Games, though.
Yeah, true that. And I've been dope tested twice, so.
Oh, I'm one down here. But no, it's a cool event, man. It's cool to be part of. First one.
His and hers.
I reckon next year it's gonna be even bigger. So.
Isn't it? And you're now going to be the man to beat. That's the problem. Right, enjoy your week.
Yeah, cheers.
See you later.
Left my phone in the green room.
You've left you?
Like 3 seconds.
Of course.
Champion banana eater. Do you know what? I had a little tear in my eye.
Did
while I was
you?
clapping. I was like, oh, I'm going to cry.
I was,
You did? did. I actually, I witnessed
I was
that.
I was
I
just
was
losing
stood
my
behind him
voice.
because I was about to tap you on the shoulder and I was like, he's having a moment.
I was having a massive moment. I was so proud.
Yeah, someone next to me was like, "Oh yeah, he's quite good on camera, isn't he?" He's like, "Yeah, he spends his life on it."
I know, yeah. And then the woman took me out there and she had the camera and she goes, "Sum today up in 3 words." I was like, "Oh." I don't know.
Yeah,
We've done this with Tennant and he got to 15.
Yeah,
so.
15
Well, I was gonna say tiring and exhausted. I was like, oh, they're the same thing, aren't they? We did it. First ever Zwift E National Champion. Wait. I've got my own stripy jersey. How sick's that? I've actually got 3. They gave me 3 of these, and I also get one on Zwift that I get to wear for a year. A white, the same jerseys and some white shorts, which is pretty sick. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. My phone's gone crazy. It's funny like how little people think people care about Zwift, and then I win a race like that race I won today, and then literally I've got so many messages off people saying like congratulations, and yeah, it's mental. It's mind blowing. But it's quite funny because whenever I do my live streams and like I win or I do bad, like people are always so quick to comment like negative stuff and say like, oh, he's cheating or whatever the case may be. So it's nice to finally come to a live event where everyone's on the same Wahoo kickers, everyone's on the same calibrated like setups, and there's no cheating can go on, no nothing. And you know, I still managed to win and produce the same numbers that I produce on my turbo trainer at home. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. I'm just happy, man. It's a cool event to be part of, and you know, we did a lot of like I come into the races today, and I know that I wasn't the strongest person in terms of like my numbers, my power numbers, and I was up against four guys from Madison Genesis. So there was only me and Ed from the Wahoo CyclingHub team, and we came up with a bit of a plan. The courses today didn't really suit Ed, being a sort of a light, skinny rider. They suited me better, so we formed a plan that Ed was going to help me and work for me, and you know that's what he did. In particular, the final race, Madison was throwing the kitchen sink at me, and yeah, Ed did a mega job bringing back attacks and neutralising attacks, and pretty much just setting up the sprint for me. And then I came across the line in the final sprint for second. I would have liked to have won it, but I mean, yeah, I'm happy to win overall. But anyway, our delivery has just arrived. We got cheesecake. What else we got?
Oh my god, it's gone everywhere. We've got pasta. Carbonara and pesto. But
guys, thank you for watching the vlog, and thank you to every single person that has shown the support through the Zwift content over the last few months. Now that the Zwift Nationals are over and done with, it's time to refocus and start to work towards the road season. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Peace!